Hi friends, this is part 2 of my watercolor versus gouache painting. I'm doing just a little shaded autumn scene with light at the end of a little path. And with gouache, of course, you have that ability to lay your darks down first because of the opaqueness of gouache paints. So unlike watercolor, where you would definitely always be putting the lighter colors down first, since your light is really coming from the paper, it's a little difficult to switch from one to the other, because you have to remember the nature of the paint itself. With watercolor, there's a lot more transparency based on the colors that you're using. Some colors in watercolor are less transparent than others. But then also with the fluidity of watercolor paint and the way that it kind of moves along the paper, versus gouache, where you've got this opaque nature of the paint and you can work with it a little bit thicker, and it just really is a matter of something to get used to. Both of them have really good qualities about them, and I'm just now really starting to paint with gouache. This isn't going to be a masterpiece, let me tell you that. But it is going to allow you to see kind of the difference in how the paint behaves and why you might want to use one versus the other. So I will hush and let you just relax and follow through as I'm painting this. Listen to some music and just enjoy. Just as with watercolor, you can layer with gouache, but as you can see, I can even put the light over the dark. So that is something definitely to consider depending on how you like to work. You see, that's why I was able to put those branches down first, was I knew that I could go over those with the gouache paint and not worry about losing the vivid color that I wanted to use on those leaves. So just kind of with watercolor, I would try to get some of those branches in afterwards, just to have them peek through the leaves. If you're enjoying my videos, I hope that you will be willing to like and subscribe. It does help my channel, and I look forward to any comments you might have or questions. I can answer those for you as well with my experience between watercolor and gouache. And then if you have any tips for either of those, I definitely am always open to learning more. So thank you for taking the time to stay with me today. So there we have our gouache version, taking off the tape, revealing the nice border, and I will be able to show you kind of side by side somewhat what those two look like, the vividness of the gouache versus the transparency of the watercolor. And you can see the different techniques that I used, kind of some of the same ones in both of them, but yeah. So don't forget to go back to the watercolor if you've not seen that one yet. That would be part 1.